Hello everyone, I'm Akil sir. Today is my second class with you. Today I'm going to discuss with you regarding the most important aspects of accounts in general part, which is our GST, which is known as Goods and Service Tax. Goods and Service Tax is paid along with the goods purchased and when the goods are sold. So in GST there are two parts are there. One is intrastate and another is interstate. Intrastate means when the goods are purchased and sold within a state. Like for example, if we are purchase goods in West Bengal, like Siliguri, purchase goods from a Siliguri supplier. So Siliguri is in West Bengal. So when a dealer purchases goods from a supplier in Siliguri in Kolkata, it will be intrastate. Intrastate means it will be input CGST and input SGST. CGST means central government sales tax and SGST means state government sales tax. When the goods are purchased within a state and goods are sold within a state, half of the sales tax goes to central government and half of the sales tax goes to state government. So there are two parts in GST. One is, it is known as goods and service tax. GST is known as goods and service tax. Okay. You must have already known the terms, which is GST. It is in class 10 ICSC maths also. There are chapters in GST there, and also in BCom in tax portion we have GST part in 5th semester in BCom. And in accounts, while doing entries, you have to know the treatment of GST. So GST is most important aspects of accounting as well as in tax purpose. Okay. So intra means, I already discussed with you, intrastate means when the goods are purchased within a state. Intra means goods purchased and sold within a state. Goods purchased and sold within a state. Okay. Within a state. Same state. मतलब goods अगर खरीदते और बेचते हैं एक ही स्टेट के अंदर, तो उसमें क्या होगा? इंट्रास्टेट. तो इसमें क्या होगा? इनपुट से जीएसटी फॉर गुड्स परचेज एंड इनपुट एसजीएसटी फॉर गुड्स परचेज. दैट मीन्स इनपुट मीन्स in tax portion in 5th semester it will be input tax credit. In GST, when goods are purchased from other supplier, input tax benefit goes to the purchasing dealer. Okay. So input CGST and input central government sales tax. Input CGST means input central government sales tax. And input SGST means input state government sales tax. Okay. So when goods are purchased within a state, half portion of the tax goes to central government and half goes to state government. Say if it is a GST 18%, if GST 18% in within a state, suppose Siliguri or in Sikkim or Jalpaiguri in West Bengal, so 18% means 9% goes to central government and 9% goes to state government. In input CGST, when goods are purchased, when goods are sold within a state, it will be output is CGST and output is GST. And output CGST and output is GST. Okay. Output CGST when goods are sold within a state. Goods जब बेचते हैं तो क्या होगा? Output CGST and output SGST. कब? जब goods को एक ही स्टेट के अंदर हम लोग सेल करेंगे. वेस्ट बंगाल में क्या आता है? जलपाईगुड़ी, सिक्किम, दार्जिलिंग. अगर वेस्ट बंगाल के अंदर अगर हम सेल करेंगे तो उसमें क्या होगा? आउटपुट सीजीएसटी, आउटपुट एसजीएसटी. सिमिलरली मुंबई में अगर सेल कर रहे हैं, नोएडा, ये मुंबई कोई भी अगर स्टेट के अंदर बेच रहे हैं, मुंबई के अंदर अगर बेचेंगे तो वहां पे क्या होगा, आउटपुट सीजीएसटी, आउटपुट एसजीएसटी। ओके, दिल्ली में अगर सेल कर रहे हैं, दिल्ली का सेम स्टेट के अंदर, दिल्ली का बहुत सारा स्टेट है, दिल्ली के अंदर अगर हम सेल करेंगे तो दिल्ली में क्या होगा, जब गुड्स बेचेंगे आउटपुट सीजीएसटी, आउटपुट एसजीएसटी। तो एक ही स्टेट के अंदर अगर हम सेल करेंगे तो आउटपुट सीजीएसटी, आउटपुट एसजीएसटी, और एक ही स्टेट के अंदर अगर हम परचेस करेंगे, इन दैट केस इनपुट सीजीएसटी, इनपुट एसजीएसटी। ठीक है, अब आते हैं हम लोग इंट्रास्टेट। इंट्रास्टेट हो गया, अब आते हैं इंटरस्टेट। इंटरस्टेट का मतलब होता है व्हेन गुड्स आर परचेज्ड एंड सोल्ड बिटवीन टू डिफरेंट स्टेट्स। मान लो अगर कोलकाता का डीलर अगर वो खरीदता है दिल्ली से, सो कोलकाता एंड दिल्ली टू डिफरेंट, तो दोनों स्टेट अलग अलग है। या वेस्ट बंगाल का कोई डीलर खरीदता है दिल्ली से, दिल्ली में कोई डीलर खरीदता है मुंबई से, सो देयर आर टू डिफरेंट स्टेट। तो टू डिफरेंट स्टेट में अगर परचेज सेल होगा तो उसमें क्या होगा, आईजीएसटी, द होल पार्ट गोज टू सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट। वहां पे स्टेट को कुछ पोर्शन नहीं मिलेगा। सो इंटर स्टेट मीन्स व्हेन गुड्स आर परचेज्ड एंड सोल्ड बिटवीन टू डिफरेंट स्टेट्स इन अ कंट्री। ओके, सो इंटर मीन्स व्हेन गुड्स आर परचेज्ड एंड सोल्ड विद इन टू डिफरेंट स्टेट्स। ओके, इंटर, गुड्स आर परचेज्ड एंड सोल्ड between two different states. In that case, nothing goes to state government. State government को कुछ नहीं मिलेगा। इंट्रा में मिलता है सीजीएसटी, एसजीएसटी, हाफ सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट, हाफ स्टेट गवर्नमेंट। इंटर में जब दो डिफरेंट स्टेट्स के अंदर सेल परचेज होगा, द एंटायर पोर्शन ऑफ द गुड्स परचेज्ड एंड सोल्ड, द टैक्स पेड और टैक्स कलेक्टेड गोज टू सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट। So in that case, परचेज में क्या होगा, परचेज में होगा इनपुट आईजीएसटी, देयर इज नो सीजीएसटी एसजीएसटी पार्ट। परचेज में क्या करेंगे, इनपुट आईजीएसटी, एंड सेल में क्या करेंगे, इन आउटपुट आईजीएसटी। अब आउटपुट का मतलब क्या होता है कि मान लो अगर ए डीलर है, अगर वो गुड्स सेल कर रहा बी को, तो वो टैक्स कलेक्ट कर रहा है। A collected tax from B. Suppose A tax कलेक्ट किया, आउटपुट IGST कलेक्ट किया है, मान लो आउटपुट IGST कलेक्ट किया वो 10,000। A collected tax from B 10,000 एंड A क्या किया था, गुड्स परचेस किया था C से, तब वो टैक्स पेड किया था इनपुट टैक्स। इनपुट जब हम गुड्स खरीदते हैं उस वक्त क्या होता है, इनपुट सीजीएसटी, इनपुट एसजीएसटी। जब गुड्स हम बेचते हैं तो क्या होता है, आउटपुट सीजीएसटी, आउटपुट एसजीएसटी एंड आउटपुट आईजीएसटी। हम आईजीएसटी के एग्जांपल दे रहे, सेम इज एप्लीकेबल टू सीजीएसटी एंड एसजीएसटी आल्सो। सो इफ ए सोल्ड गुड्स टू बी and A collected tax from B amounted to ₹10,000, this is the output IGST of A. A का आउटपुट कितना हो गया, 10,000। अब A क्या किया था, C से परचेस किया था, जब वो पे किया था इनपुट IGST पे किया था, कितना पे किया था, सपोज 8,000। A collected tax from B 10,000 and A paid to C tax of 8,000। अब जीएसटी का मल्टी पॉइंट टैक्स है। अब यहां पे क्या होगा, टैक्स पेड टू गवर्नमेंट बाय ए, टैक्स पेड टू गवर्नमेंट बाय ए, हाउ मच। अब ए को गवर्नमेंट कितना देना पड़ेगा, आउटपुट आईजीएसटी माइनस इनपुट आईजीएसटी। जितना वो टैक्स कलेक्ट किया है बी से और जितना वो टैक्स पे किया सी को, दोनों का डिफरेंस ए हैज टू पे टू द गवर्नमेंट अमाउंटेड टू ₹2,000, which is the difference between output IGST and input IGST. Same is applicable to in case of intrastate, output CGST minus input CGST. Same is applicable to output SGST also, output SGST minus input SGST. So टैक्स का फंडा क्या हुआ है जीएसटी का, जितना टैक्स हम कलेक्ट करेंगे सेल करने में और जितना हम टैक्स पेड किया गुड्स को खरीदने में, दोनों का डिफरेंस हमको गवर्नमेंट को देना है। you have to submit to the government the differences between output and input tax. Output means the tax which you have collected while selling goods to others, and input means the tax which you have paid while purchasing goods from others. So the difference between output and input goes to the government, that is output IGST minus input IGST. Clear? Now, how to pass entries in a book while doing entries in accounts? Suppose purchase goods from A, purchase goods from C on credit amounted to rupees 50,000. Suppose I'm giving example, A is a dealer of Delhi. A is a dealer of Delhi. So, okay. Now, A purchase goods from M of Mumbai. Okay. So, in this case, Delhi and Mumbai is two different cities. Okay. So, in this case, what we have to pay, what we have to charge here, in this case, IGST is applicable. Okay. Purchase goods from M of Mumbai, rupees, suppose 60,000, and GST rate is 18%. Okay. GST is 18%. How to pass entries? When we are purchasing goods, in that case we know purchase account will be debited. In my previous video, I have already discussed regarding the rules of debit and credit. So purchase, we know it's a nominal account, and we know that under traditional approach all expenses and losses are debit. Under modern approach, expenses increases debit, expenses decreases credit. So in that case we know purchase account will be debited. How much? 50,000. Sorry, 60,000. Okay. Now when we are purchasing goods, we are paying tax to others. हम लोग tax pay करते हैं. So the dealer who is selling goods to us, he has collected amount from us, purchase amount plus the amount of tax, दोनों ऐड करके हम लोग से लेता है. कोई भी सामान हम लोग खरीदने आते हैं अगर शॉप में या मार्केट में, तो हम लोग क्या करते हैं, रेस्टोरेंट में खाने आते हैं, they are adding tax to us with the amount of the bill. Suppose bill is 1,000, they have added 12% tax. How much you have to pay? 1,000 plus 12% of 1,000. How much? 120 extra amount, which is known as GST. So the restaurant owner collected tax from us 120 while selling foods to us. Similar way, when a dealer purchases goods from others, he has to pay tax to others. So in that case, the tax which he has paid is an expense to that dealer. So we know that all expenses and losses are debit. So in that case, it is IGST is applicable here because there are two different states are there. So we know that already given to you notes regarding that. When the goods are purchased and sold within two different states, IGST is applicable. In purchasing goods, we have to debit input IGST. Input IGST account will be debited, and it's a credit purchase to 2M account. How much he has to pay? Mr. A has to pay 18% of 60,000. How much? It would be how much? 10,800 extra amount, which is paid by A but collected by M. In M's book, we are recording entries in the books of A. It is in the books of A. It is in the books of A. The dealer who has purchased goods from M, but in the books of M it would be sell. So in that case, 2M account how much? 70,800. In M's book, in the books of M, it would be A account debit to output IGST to sales. In the books of M, it would be output, means here M collected tax from A. Okay. So this is the entry in the books of A, the dealer who has purchased goods from M. Similar way, when we are passing entries in the books of M, the entry will be in the books of M it would be sell, and in the books of M it would be output IGST. So the dealer who is purchasing goods from others, in that case input IGST, and in the books of seller it would be output IGST. So in the books of M, how the entries will be passed? In the books of M, entry will be, we know that A is receiving goods from M, so A account will be debited, and it would be to sell, and it would be to output IGST. Okay, clear? To sell it would be 60,000, to output IGST 10,800, and A account will be debited 70,800. Means M has collected from A how much tax? 10,800, and A account is debited by the total amount of the sell amount and the goods and the tax collected by M. The total is 70,800. So M collected tax from A is 10,800. Okay, clear? Now we are moving to the point of trade discount and cash discount. Okay, trade discount means you know everything about discount. Everywhere when we are going to purchasing anything or selling goods to the customer, we are always talking about the discount. Discount is the most important factor in everyday transactions. Okay, so trade discount means trade discount is not recorded in the books of account. ट्रेड डिस्काउंट बुक्स में रिकॉर्ड नहीं करते हम लोग. ट्रेड डिस्काउंट इज एडजस्टेड विद द अमाउंट ऑफ द गुड्स परचेज्ड और गुड्स सोल्ड. और कैश डिस्काउंट क्या है? कैश डिस्काउंट इज रिकॉर्डेड इन द बुक्स ऑफ अकाउंट. ये किस लिए दिया जाता है? कैश डिस्काउंट इज गिवन फॉर इमीडिएट पेमेंट और इमीडिएट कलेक्शन फ्रॉम द कस्टमर. पेमेंट जल्दी कलेक्ट करने के लिए हम लोगों को कैश डिस्काउंट देना पड़ता है. सो कैश डिस्काउंट इज रिकॉर्डेड इन द बुक्स ऑफ अकाउंट इन द फॉर्म ऑफ डिस्काउंट अलाउड टू कस्टमर एंड डिस्काउंट रिसीव्ड फ्रॉम सप्लायर. Suppose it is given that purchase goods from Roy on credit. Suppose we are passing entries in the books of Ali. Okay. It's an example sums. I am explaining with the help of example. I am explaining you with the help of example. Suppose in the books of Ali is a businessman. He has purchased goods from Roy on credit on, suppose it is April 10. Okay. Purchase goods from Roy on credit, which is amounted to rupees 30,000. Okay. Now I am giving you example regarding discount received. While we are purchasing goods from supplier on credit, and after purchasing goods from supplier, when we are paying to supplier, we are getting discount from the supplier in the form of discount received. Okay. And when we are selling goods to a customer, and after sold goods to a customer, when the customer is going to pay to us, at that time customer wants discount from us, which is known as discount allowed to customer. So discount allowed is a loss to the business. That is why discount allowed is debited while getting payment from customer. इसको मतलब क्या मेरा लॉस है, बिकॉज हम लोग मान लो कस्टमर को बेचा 40,000 गुड्स ऑन क्रेडिट, बट जब पेमेंट का बारी आया कस्टमर बोला कि आपको हम 40 नहीं देंगे, हम आपको कितना देंगे? 39,000 देंगे. फुल एंड फाइनल सेटलमेंट. सो 40,000 हम गुड्स सेल किया, लेकिन जब कस्टमर का पेमेंट का टर्म्स आया at the time of collection from customer is willing to pay to us 39,000. So 1,000 is not going to be received by us. That is a loss to the business. And we know that all expenses and losses are debited under traditional approach and modern approach both. So discount allowed will be debited at the time of collection from customer in full and final settlement, which is known as cash discount to customer. Discount allowed will be debited at the time of collection received from customer against the goods sold. Previously it was goods sold on credit. At the time of payment received from customer, we are allowing discount to the customer in the form of discount allowed. जो अमाउंट हम लोग को नहीं मिलता है वो हम डिस्काउंट देते हैं कस्टमर को, जो मेरा लॉस है बिजनेस के लिए. और हम लोग को मालूम है कि ऑल एक्सपेंसेस एंड लॉसेस आर डेबिटेड अंडर नॉमिनल अकाउंट अंडर बोथ ट्रेडिशनल एंड मॉडर्न अप्रोच. सिमिलरली जब हम गुड्स खरीदते हैं सप्लायर से, व्हेन वी आर परचेजिंग गुड्स फ्रॉम सप्लायर ऑन क्रेडिट, आफ्टर purchasing goods from supplier, at the time of payment to supplier, we are not willing to pay full amount to the supplier. Suppose in this case, इस केस में देखो अली जो है डीलर है वो खरीदा 30,000, बट जब वो पेमेंट का बारी आया ऑन 20th April, paid to Roy in full settlement. Now full settlement, how much he has to pay? He is willing to pay not the full amount of 30,000, but Mr. Ali is willing to pay how much? Mr. Ali paid to Roy in full settlement amounted to rupees 29,000. So Mr. Ali को पेमेंट करना था 30,000, लेकिन वो पेमेंट कितना कर रहा है 29,000. So 1,000 is a gain to Mr. Ali. 1,000 के क्या हो गया, मिस्टर अली के लिए प्रॉफिट हो गया, क्योंकि 30,000 खरीद को कितना पे कर रहा है, फुल एंड फाइनली 29,000, which is a gain to the business and it is termed as discount received from Mr. Roy to Ali. हम लोग एंट्री कैसे पास करेंगे? So अप्रैल टेन में क्या एंट्री पास करेंगे? Purchases account debit to Mr. Roy. In the books of Ali, purchase account debit to Mr. Roy. How much? 30,000. Okay? And the narration will be being goods purchased from Mr. Roy on credit. Being goods purchased from Mr. Roy on credit. Got my point? If any queries, you can write in the comment box. Okay, I will fulfill your query in my next video. If you have any query regarding my lecture or regarding, if you have any doubts, I can clear in my next video. Okay, so in that case, first entry will be purchase account debit to Mr. Roy. Now next entry is on 20th April, paid to Roy in full settlement 29,000. When we are purchasing goods from Roy, Roy is a giver of goods to us. Roy is a personal account. I have already discussed that Roy account is of two types, personal and impersonal and traditional approach. Under traditional approach, Mr. Roy is a personal account, receiver of cash and goods debited, giver of cash and goods credited. So when we are purchasing goods from Mr. Roy is a giver of goods, and in that case Mr. Roy को क्या किया हम लोग क्रेडिट किया, because he is a giver of goods to Mr. Ali. And purchase को डेबिट किस लिए किया? Because it is an expense to the business and it's a nominal account, and we know that under traditional approach and modern approach, in both the approaches, expenses and losses are debit. Okay, now come to the point. Discount allowed and discount received. This is a cash discount. जब हम पे कर रहे हैं मिस्टर रॉय को, मिस्टर रॉय इज अ रिसीवर ऑफ कैश. तो जब फुल सेटलमेंट आएगा हम लोग क्या करेंगे, मिस्टर रॉय को क्या किया था, क्रेडिट किया था, पूरा डेबिट कर देंगे. मिस्टर रॉय विल बी फुल्ली डेबिटेड because there is no question of further payment to Mr. Roy. मिस्टर रॉय को दोबारा और पेमेंट नहीं करना है, बिकॉज इट इज गिवन इन द सम फुल सेटलमेंट. दिस लैंग्वेज इज मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट. If it is given paid to Roy 29,000, we will simply pass an entry. Mr. Roy account debit to cash. 1,000 हमको और पे करना है. There is no discount received. But when it is given full settlement, हम लोग क्या करेंगे? Mr. Roy जितना क्रेडिट था पूरा डेबिट कर देंगे. So 20 को क्या एंट्री पास करेंगे? Mr. Roy account debit. The amount which was credited 30,000. Now it is fully debited because there is no question of further payment to Mr. Roy. How much we are paying? We are paying 29,000. So to cash is 29,000. And देखो यहाँ पे जर्नल में डेबिट के बराबर होता है 30,000 in the debit side and 29,000 in the credit side. So how much we are getting discount from Mr. Roy? 2 discount received. Against 30,000 Mr. Ali को कितना डिस्काउंट मिल रहा है? 1,000 रुपीज मिस्टर अली को और पेमेंट नहीं करना है. अगेंस्ट 30,000 मिस्टर अली हैज टू पे ओनली 29,000. देयर इज नो क्वेश्चन ऑफ फर्दर पेमेंट बिकॉज इट इज गिवन दैट फुल्ली इट इज सेटल्ड. इट इज फुल्ली सेटल्ड बिटवीन मिस्टर अली एंड मिस्टर रॉय. सो 1,000 विल बी अगेन टू मिस्टर अली इन द फॉर्म ऑफ डिस्काउंट रिसीव. इट इज क्लियर. सो व्हेन वी आर पेइंग टू सप्लायर, we are getting discount from supplier. It is known as discount received. Okay, and we know that all incomes and gains are credited under nominal account under both traditional and modern approach. Narration will be being cash paid to Mr. Roy in full settlement and discount received. In full settlement and discount received. Got my point? Now come to the point discount allowed. This is example of purchase goods on credit from supplier and discount received from supplier. It is a cash discount. It is recorded in the books of account. Okay? Trade discount is not recorded in the books of account. It is adjusted with the amount of the bill. Suppose for example, purchase goods on credit from Mr. Sen 50,000 less 20% trade discount. So 50,000 20% how much? 10,000. So it is adjusted with the amount of the bill. So how much is to be recorded? 50,000 not recorded. On 50,000 we are getting trade discount of 20%. So 50,000 20% is how much? 10,000. So 50,000 minus 10. How much we are recorded? 40,000. So the entry will be purchase account debit 40,000 to Mr. Sen 40,000. If it is a cash purchase, purchase account debit to cash. Clear? So trade discount is adjusted with the amount of the goods purchased or the amount of the goods sold. Suppose sold goods to Joy on credit 1 lakh, getting trade discount of 10%. So the entry will be 1 lakh का 10% कितना होता है? 10,000. So how much is to be recorded? 1 lakh minus 10, which is 90,000. So the entry will be Joy account debit to sales 1 lakh नहीं होगा. How much? After deducting trade discount of 10,000, it is recorded in the books as 90,000. So if it is a cash sales, similar amount, cash account debit to sales 90,000. So clear? Trade discounts are not recorded in the books of account, but cashed after selling goods to customer or purchasing goods from supplier. When we are paying to the supplier or when we are getting payment from the customer, we are allowing discount to customer in the form of discount allowed, and while getting payment from supplier, it is known as discount received, which is known as cash discount. It is recorded in the books of account. Okay? Now moving to the point cash discount, discount allowed to customer. Similar way, suppose it is given that April 25th, same dealer in the books of Ali. I am giving example in the books of Mr. Ali. Sold goods to, suppose sold goods to Somen on credit amounted to rupees 1 lakh. on 30th April received from Somen by check, suppose it is check, in full settlement, rupees 98,000. Okay. So when goods are sold on credit, what entries to be passed? Here two parties are there, Soman and sales. Soman is a personal account, he is a human being. हम लोग को मालूम है रिसीवर ऑफ कैश एंड गुड्स डेबिट. तो जब when we are selling goods to Soman, Soman is going to receive the goods. So entry will be Soman account debit to sales. At the time of sale, Soman account debit to sales account on 25th. How much? 1 lakh, 1 lakh. In we know जनरल में क्या होता है, डेबिट के दोनों बराबर होता है. Debit and credit both are same. Being goods sold on credit. Okay. Okay. अब आते हैं हम लोग फुल एंड फाइनल सेटलमेंट. जब पहले बताया था हम लोग, जब फुल फाइनल रहेगा तो जितना क्रेडिट रहेगा पूरा डेबिट होगा और जितना डेबिट रहेगा पूरा क्रेडिट. तो यहाँ पे जब receive from Soman, Soman is the giver of amount. So we know that in terms of personal account, receiver of cash, check and goods will be debited and giver of cash, check and goods will be credited. तो Soman से हम लोगों को क्या मेरा चेक मिल रहा है, so Soman will be credited. Full amount will be credited to Soman. First write down to Soman. जितना डेबिट था पूरा क्रेडिट कर दिया. Against 1 lakh, Soman is going to pay how much? Soman से कितना मिला हम लोग को? 98,000. रिसीविंग चेक, हम क्या बोला था कल, चेक जब मिलता है बैंक डेबिट होता है, चेक से पेड होता है बैंक क्रेडिट होगा. तो हम लोग को चेक मिल रहा है, वी आर रिसीविंग चेक फ्रॉम Soman, सो बैंक अकाउंट विल बी डेबिटेड. हाउ मच? 98. देखो यहाँ पे डिफरेंस, क्रेडिट में 1 लाख, डेबिट में कितना है मेरा? 98. हम गुड्स बेचा क्रेडिट में कितना? 1 लाख का, लेकिन मिल रहा कितना हमको? 98. फुल एंड फाइनल. अगर ये फुल लेना तो क्या कहते हैं हम लोग? बैंक अकाउंट डेबिट टू Soman 98 करते हैं, क्योंकि 2000 हमको बाद में Soman से मिलने का उम्मीद रहता. दैट इज द होप ऑफ गेटिंग 2000 फ्रॉम Soman इन फर्दर फ्यूचर. बट व्हेन इट इज गिवन फुल सेटलमेंट, it is fully settled between Ali and Soman, that Soman is going to pay nothing after 30th April. So against 1 lakh, Mr. Ali को कितना मिल रहा है? 98,000. 2,000 Mr. Ali को नहीं मिल रहा है, वो Mr. Ali के लिए क्या लॉस है, which is known as discount allowed to customer. Soman को गुड्स बेचा था क्रेडिट में, पहले बोला था डेटर्स का मतलब क्या होता है? डेटर्स मीन्स customers to whom the goods are sold on credit. Soman को बेचा कितना हम लोग? क्रेडिट में बेचा है. So Soman is the customers to us. So we are allowing discount to customer, which is known as discount allowed. तो Mr. Ali Soman को 2000 का डिस्काउंट दे रहा है, which is a loss to the business and which is known as discount allowed. So on goods sold on credit, discount allowed will be debited. On goods purchased on credit, discount received will be credited. So discount allowed is a loss to the business, it is debited. We know that all expenses and losses are debit and discount received will be credited. Why it is credited? Because it is a gain to the business, and we know under traditional and modern, in both the approaches, all incomes and gains are credit. Hope you have cleared this concept. And closing my video, if you have any queries regarding my trade discount, cash discount and GST part, you can write in the comment box. Whatever you have queries, you can write clearly. I will clear your doubts. Hope you understood my videos and lecture. I am already thankful to you. Please subscribe, share and like my video and to encourage me further help in your study. Hope you enjoy the video. Good night.